Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the Yak, the Yolanda and Cornelius show. Well, this is our Overcomers prayer broadcast. We're hoping that you are having an amazing Friday. And let me say to all of our listeners, we know that coming up very soon is what, co-host? What day? What holiday is coming up very soon? What
Saint
day?
Saint Massacre Day.
I thought you was going to say President's Day. But anyway, happy Valentine's Day. We want to say happy Valentine's Day to you on behalf of the Yak, the Yolanda and Cornelius show. And I got to just say this real quick. My daddy, I got a call from my dad yesterday, and my dad had suffered a stroke, a heart attack, and some other things. But anyway, and so he's not able to get out. And so my dad called. He said, Yolanda, I want you to go and buy some roses for your mama. I want you to buy some roses for yourself. Buy some roses for Michelle. Michelle is like my sister. They helped raise her. She's my mom's baby sister. And buy some roses for Ashley, which is my daughter. And so I'm just grateful to still have him with us and that he's thinking about us, amen. And he wants to make sure that we're having a wonderful Valentine's Day. So to my parents, Winston and Joan Walker, I love y'all and happy Valentine's Day. We're going to go ahead and get into the text. We're still in the book of Acts, chapter 14, and we want to begin at verse 24. After going through Pisidia, they came into Pamphylia, where they had preached the word in Perga. They went down to Italia. From Italia, they sailed back to Antioch, where they had been committed to the grace of God for the work they had now completed. On arriving there, they gathered the church together and reported all that God had done through them and how he had opened a door of faith to the disciples. And they stayed there a long time with the disciples. We're very happy to have our co-host, Pastor Cornelius Hill, that is about to bring us our devotion. It is in your hands, sir.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to whoever is listening. We do understand that the book of Acts in this particular chapter is centered on gospel proclamation. But not only is it centered on gospel proclamation, it's centered around and on just good people. And one thing we know about the gospel, it will make you a good person. And God always gives gospel proclamation, good people, in a geographical place for that marriage to come together. What was the geographical place? Pisidia, Pamphylia, Perga, Achaia. They sailed. They went to a geographical place. All good people, gospel preaching. Then after that happened, they came back and they committed themselves to the grace of God and to the gospel preaching, and found a church, got back home, and reported all that God had done through them and how he had opened a door of faith to the Gentiles. See, this 14th chapter, that we actually go back to the 13th, talks about the assignment of Paul and Barnabas. And the door was finally opened to the Gentiles, and they were able to see it through all of the geographical places that they were able to discover and develop in the gospel. And when they got back, they were finally welcomed in a place, and they stayed there a long time. In this life, when you have the gospel preached, when you have good people, when you have a geographical place, make sure you learn how to enjoy that stay. Because we later know trouble is about to arise, and trouble has already arisen, even in this particular chapter. But trouble doesn't last always. We got to throw that in there. But make sure you enjoy your stay when you get somewhere where you know you have gospel preaching, good people, and a geographical place where the people and the preaching are knitted together. Paul says something, being knit together in love. We're grateful for this opportunity to walk through this book, Acts, as we continue to walk through it, and understand that our commission is to preach the word. Paul said, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. We're grateful, Sister Co-host, that I can enjoy my stay with gospel preaching, good people, in a geographical place where those things can congeal, as we can say. They come together. With that being said, I thank you for making it another week of the Overcomers Prayer Broadcast. It's in your hands, Mr. Co-host.
Amen. Thank you so much, co-host, for that devotion. And I want to leave you with a quote that was left through the Prayer Room Network. It says, faith makes all things possible. Hope makes all things work. And love makes all things beautiful. May you have all three today and always. God bless. Have a fantastic Friday until next time.